Hello, this is the Security Operations Center. An officer has been dispatched to your location, and help is on the way. Is there anything I can do until help arrives?
Hey, you guys are familiar with Talkaphone, right? They're the industry leader in area of refuge, and their iconic ADA-compliant emergency telephones, blue light pedestals, and our ever-popular wall mount units like this one here. Today we're going to explore Talkaphone's new bAlert solution. bAlert is a software as a service, or a SaaS platform, which provides an end-to-end solution for critical and non-critical event logging and response. It's almost like having a blue light tower right in your pocket. Let's move this out of the way and let's take a quick tour. Alright, so let's get started. My name's Chad. Over the past 20 years I've spent in the security industry. I've experienced the frustration associated with changing technologies, vulnerabilities, system integration, and most importantly, education. My goal is to address these challenges and provide the industry with relevant solutions, and hopefully, if I do my job right, provide some useful education and some entertainment value for you also. So what is bAlert? bAlert's an emergency communication platform that provides personal safety and mass notification solutions when a critical event strikes. There are 5 components that make up bAlert. Let's start with the traditional Talkaphone emergency call stations. Perhaps we're integrating into an existing emergency telephone. If we press the red help or the call button, we're connected with the local security operations center. Once communication is established, help is dispatched to our location and we have two-way communication with the operator. But what if we can't get to a tower, or we can't locate an emergency telephone? Today, almost everyone has one of these, a cell phone. The bAlert mobile safety app is available on iTunes for the Apple iOS users and on the Google Play Store for Android guys like myself. The bAlert mobile safety app has up to 9 unique personal safety features that can be customized by your organization or the user itself. The app connects directly to first responders. The bAlert solution uses geofencing to determine if the app user is on the property, in which case it'll connect the mobile user to on-site local security operations, just like the traditional Talkaphone emergency call station. However, if the user is off the property or outside the geofence, the user will be prompted to dial 911. We see this among college campuses and universities quite often. When a student is on campus, the app will connect directly to emergency response. But if the mobile user is off campus, perhaps at a part-time job, or they're at home for the holidays, the app will detect that they're outside the geofence and notify the user that 911 emergency is being contacted. The integration of Bluetooth panic buttons can attach to a lanyard or a keychain and is a discreet way for users to initiate communication with emergency personnel. The button connects via Bluetooth to a tablet or a smartphone that's equipped with the Mobile Safety App license. This feature comes in handy when a Mobile Safety App user may be walking to their car late at night. The phone could be tucked away in their pocket or their purse. A quick double press of a panic button initiates the call through the connected Mobile Safety App. And finally, computer panic buttons. A computer panic button can be strategically located on PCs within a network. The computer panic button is activated by double-clicking an icon or using hotkeys that can be toggled on the computer's keyboard. The information and location details of the panic signal are sent to the emergency response team. Unlike traditional panic buttons, the bAlert Bluetooth and computer panic buttons utilize our indoor positioning system and reports the location of the activation. So what happens now? All these devices are networked back to the portal. The portal is cloud-based, so there's no special software or dedicated computer required, just a PC or a tablet with internet connectivity. When an emergency call or incoming incident is received, two-way communication is established, along with the call details and the location. Depending on the required response, the operator can initiate multiple mass notification devices while dispatching security personnel to my location. The bAlert mass notification system is capable of sending messages by text messaging, email. We can utilize webhooks, which can attach to social networks such as Twitter and Facebook, Microsoft Teams. We can utilize email and websites. And of course, we support all the common alerting protocols. This allows integration into most third-party mass notification systems. And Talkaphone's web towers, they're no exception. Pretty powerful stuff, huh? So let's go check out that portal. Okay, so it looks like I just received an email from Talkaphone indicating that the portal's been all set up and all I need to do is log in and configure my organization. I have my laptop. It's connected to the internet. I also have my mobile device to install my app. All I have to do is launch a browser session so I can log into the portal. As we navigate through, I'm going to mirror my mobile device so that you can see the cause and effect. Let's launch the browser and get logged in. Okay, before we can start using the bAlert portal, we need to make some configuration settings. To keep the video simple, I'm not going to get too deep into the setup and the configuration. This is a video for another time. Today we're just going to review a few of my settings to illustrate the functions of the portal. As you can see, we have a list of menu items that run down the left sidebar after we get logged in. We'll address some of the basics such as the security zones, the user, the emergency response team, geofencing, and the integrations. Let's start by navigating to the settings menu. Here we find 4 submenus: General Settings, Mobile Applications, Mass Notification, and Computer Panic Buttons. Again, we're only going to review these settings. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time in the configurations and the possible other options. Let's start here with the General Settings. Under General Settings, we find a Security Zone structure. The Security Zone structure directs the flow of information through to the proper channels so that the right people get the right information. The Security Zone structure affects many aspects of the portal. It can help if we set up the security zone to mimic your organization's structure. If I click the Edit button next to Devine180 Corporate HQ, you'll see that I've identified a location by its name, address, and phone number. We can add a location as we have here in the hierarchy. After we create our locations, we need to create our portal users. The portal users, once added, will receive an email invite that allows them to create a password. Portal users are assigned a role to determine the function and what they have access to. They're also assigned to a security zone. The security zone determines the scope of their access within your organization. The emergency response team, or what we refer to as an ERT member. The ERT members will receive a text or an automated call with important information, including location, when a panic button is activated from their assigned security zone. Assigning ERT members allows you to direct time-sensitive and potentially life-saving information to those who may be able to respond the quickest, regardless of whether or not there's a dispatcher present within your organization at that time. Once added, you can easily activate and deactivate ERT members using the toggle switch on the ERT list. Adding ERT members is not required. As you can see here, I've not set up any ERT members, but in a larger organization or a more complex organization, it is helpful to prioritize and connect the communication with specific team members based on the location of the event. Geofences are virtual boundaries that determine where mobile safety app panic buttons are activated. When a panic button is activated from within a geofence, the mobile safety app user is prompted to call the geofence's assigned phone number, and critical information is sent to the portal to be displayed to the proper safety forces. Geofences are assigned to a security zone. This provides additional location information to determine which of the specific users and ERT members should be notified. Panic button activations from outside the geofences will place a call to your 911 or your pre-programmed emergency phone number. As we can see, I've created 2 geofences based on both of our locations, the main HQ and our remote location. Configuring emails allows us to send information to users. Emails will be sent to users in the case of an account invitation, password reset, mass notifications, emergency activation alerts, and if you would like those emails to be sent from a specific email address, we need to match that email address to that of your system. This setup process may require altering the SPF of your domain to allow our system to send emails on your behalf. Logo uploads allows us to upload custom logos that will appear within your mobile app, on the computer, and within the portal. Security camera integration. Obviously, if we have a security camera in the location and it's an OnViv camera, we can pull the video stream whenever the portal receives an emergency call from that specific locations. This is especially useful when connecting existing talkaphone towers that has a camera attached. The blue light stations, just like cameras, allows us to connect your existing towers to the portal. The incident type. If enabled, an incident type must be chosen for an emergency call to be closed or archived. While the list comes pre-populated, you can add or delete incidences that fit your organization. Moving along to the mobile application section. We now need to create app users. The app users are registered and licensed to the site. They have received an invite, downloaded the app, and are active app users. We configure the mobile safety app a nearly endlessly combination of possibilities. You can add more features, reorganize them, change your icons, upload your institution's logo, and more. Make sure you add your institution's email domain so that the user can register their app. This domain should match the domain at the end of your organization's email address. Users will be prompted to call a countrywide emergency number. Here in the United States, that's 911. If they're not within the geofence area and they activate a computer panic button or Bluetooth panic button. Submitting tips. The Submit Tip feature allows community members to instantly send tips to safety forces or to the department that can best handle the request most effectively. Tips can be sent with attached photos and videos. App users can also toggle whether or not they want to send the tip anonymously. Once a tip is submitted, you can reply or even start a chat, even if it's submitted anonymously. Tip replies can be chosen at the time of the chat to quickly respond with a pre-filled message. As a proactive initiative, you can even enable a see something, say something call to action campaign associated with the tip category. This will send out push notifications to a small percentage of your app users each day asking them if they've seen anything worth reporting lately. The resources. Resources gives your community easy access to updated emergency procedures, documents, calendars, or anything else you'd like to provide to them. Many organizations include maps or updates as they become available. Resources can be provided in the form of any file type or a URL that can be assigned to a category for easy organization. Once a resource is added to the portal, it will reflect within the mobile safety app almost immediately. Configuring the mass notification section. First, we're going to create notification groups. Adding groups allows you to organize your recipients for easy targeting when sending out mass notification. Assigning each group a security zone to control which portal users can view and/or send notifications to this group. Each notification device must be registered and configured through the app or the server which will be exchanging the information. I'm going to skip the computer panic button section to keep the video short, but if you were adding network computers, we would use this section to configure the soft keys and add the MAC addresses of the machine. We would also download the client from this section. Oh, I nearly forgot. In order for me to mirror my mobile device and demo the interaction, I need to go download the app. Hold on one second. Alright, and I'm back. Got my phone, got the app, and I ran out and got a quick haircut. So we touched on the boring setup and configuration. Now I can show you the power of bAlert's mass notification personal safety app. Let's start with the send notifications. As a member of the emergency response team, one of my responsibilities will be to send out notification to app users based on events, threats, emergencies, and also their location. As you can see, we have pre-populated a list of threats that I've already created. These are the traditional notifications that your organization has in place. In this instance, I'm going to create a new notification. When I create a new notification, first I need to create the method. The method is how we're going to distribute the message. For this example, I'm going to choose text messaging, email, and bAlert. Next, I need to choose who's going to receive the message. Remember when we were doing our setup and configuration, we discussed groups. This is going to help to simplify and target all the users who need to be notified. I've chosen to select all group members. Notice I have toggled the target specific area. This will activate notification to users within a specific geofence that we defined earlier. Perhaps this is a notification of a fire in a specific building. Only the group users who are defined in Devine180 HQ by their geofence at the time of the notification will be alerted. What is the message that we're sending? In this case, we're notifying recipients of a potential chemical spill and asking all the recipients to evacuate the building and head to their mustering station. The one thing that we want to know is if everyone was able to get out safely or if we need to send help, so we enable the Ask Recipients If They're Safe toggle. We have now saved the notification for quick access at a later date. So let's try out a mass notification. As you can see, I've now began mirroring my mobile device in the lower left-hand corner so it's out of the way. The portal is passively listening for any new activity when the ERT is notified of a potential shooter. I quickly scroll through the list of saved notifications and find active shooter shelter in place. I click the green send button, and before it sends, I get one last opportunity to review the message. The method is bAlert. The title and instructions, we're asking if they're safe, and we have targeted the geofence of the location where the threat was identified. Now we click send. In the portal, we can see who received the message. We are waiting for a response to ensure that they're safe. Within a few seconds, we see the app on the mobile device launches a new notification. We can also see within the app that an active shooter was reported and they would like to know if we're safe. I quickly lock down my doors and I respond yes. Within the portal, we can see that it has now been updated and 100% of the recipients are safe. Does your organization require reporting? We can simply click the green download button and the results are exported into a CSV file and saved to my PC. Now let's assume I'm in need of emergency assistance. Remember, the bAlert app is a blue light tower in my pocket. I simply slide the emergency slider on my app. As you see, almost instantly, the call is reported to the emergency response team's portal. Keep in mind, I am within my geofence, so the phone number that's being called is the number that we programmed during setup for Devine180 HQ. If we were off-site or outside the geofence, the emergency number would have been updated to 911. As the operator, I click on the orange event to accept the call and take ownership. This now opens a two-way communication, and I can see by the global positioning system the location where the call was executed, and we can respond accordingly. We also can input incident notes for reporting and follow-up. Once completed, we simply archive the incident and return back to the portal dashboard. With all the events currently happening within the world, sometimes we may see something that requires authority attention, but we may also want to remain anonymous. As an app user, I can send tips to the ERT team. I simply click the anonymous tip tile, choose the category from the pre-populated list. In this case, I choose "It's a safety concern," and I type a brief message about a bag that was left behind in a soccer field. Once again, the ERT portal is active. This time, a yellow tip indicator has been activated. I take ownership of the tip, and now I initiate two-way text messaging with the tipster. If I need further information, I can quickly send a response, or I could ask further questions. In this case, I type a quick response that we will investigate, and the tipster's bAlert app receives the update. Once we close our investigation, we archive the incident. And finally, let's touch on the analytical data. As we can see, there's an Analytics tab. Once I click on the Analytics tab, I'm within the dashboard of the portal, where we've broken down each of the functions for a quick at-a-glance overview. We can see we received 2 emergency calls, 9 incoming tips, and what many organizations are interested in, the response time by emergency response team members. I simply click the More Info to drill down into the category to get more information. This will display the details, and again allow for the downloading of additional reports. Well, you may remember when we got started, I said this was going to be some pretty powerful stuff. As technology continues to advance and mobile communication alerting has become more mainstream, Talkaphone's bAlert solution ties together personal safety electronics and mass notification into a package perfectly sized for any organization. If you're in Illinois or Wisconsin and would like to learn more about bAlert, please contact me at Devine180.com. I'd be more than happy to swing by and do an on-site demo. For those of you outside my geofence, please feel free to contact Talkaphone directly to coordinate with your local rep. I hope this video was as informative and fun for you as it was for me to create. Do me a favor, click that subscribe button at the bottom of the screen to tune in for future demonstrations of security electronics and life safety videos. I'd like to give a great big shout out to Level Up Life Safety for their help in producing this video. Until next time, stay safe.